Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Continuum. So I've been very busy between episodes. I did a lot of landscaping and a lot of building. And then I also spent quite a lot of time in a creative world trying out all the different canola setups, and I also tried the distillation tower with a diesel generator, and then I used the other ones here, dynamo. These things right here, the compression dynamos, because the distillation tower out of crude oil makes you diesel, gasoline, and lubricant. It's quite expensive to build all of that stuff, and the diesel generator has been severely nerfed. I did testing here, and it only does 1024 RF. The thing right here, this information screen, which is quite inexpensive here. I made one of those. It's just an electronic circuit with this black stained glass. And I just have that up here so I can kind of see how much power goes in and out. And as you guys can see right now, it's passing through 26 RF a tick for this crusher. That sounds quite cheap. But anyway, so I'm going to close this off eventually again, but I just wanted to see it's capped at 200. This says input-output 200, so on the back I actually have 2 connectors now, because I thought that maybe I can give in more, because down there you guys see we now have 5 water wheels, and a lot of other things changed, but I'll show you guys this in a second. And we got lots of room now. Like I said last episode, I duplicated this building across over here and then connected them together just like that. Looks kind of like a face, doesn't it? And then you guys see no more torches. I got so tired of the torches. And then I just searched for lamp. That's what I did, lamp. And then... yes, that's what I did first. And then I saw this right here, Torch Master. I'm like, no way, do we have the magma torch, a mega torch, right? I'm like, cool. And then I saw the ferro lamp. And I used that in my Unbound series, and I really like that because it spreads slowly and lights up a giant area. So I don't have the mega torch, because then I would still have to put lights down and stuff. And I still left some of the torches on the walls and stuff for decorations and over there and whatnot. And I built a wall all the way around. I want it to be secure, so at night I don't always need to sleep anymore, right? I can actually go outside if I need to and forget to sleep. And it's very safe. F7, it's on now. If we look out here, you guys see there's X's. There's nothing. There's no spawnable areas anywhere. And I closed off this hill right here. It wasn't too much work here with the dirt, actually. That was quite easy. This was a little pain in the butt, making 2 more of these. And I tore down all the other stuff, including the thing right here, the void ore miner. Because I just don't have the power to have this thing run. It made me very little ore, right? We need to have some serious power. So, and then I was starting to look into, I want to get started with bees. Okay, bees, apparently bees is the best power generation in endgame when you make the energetic bee. And there's many other things that need a lot of honey, as well as a, oh yeah, by the way, this here completed. I didn't even know that this was a quest, right? But when I built this completed, so we're claiming this one. And then there was one more. Yeah, the energizer I made. I'll show you guys in a second where that is. Claim this one. And the mixer here completed. And I'm like, how? How did that happen? But that is because I tore down the other 2, the fermenter and the squeezer, and have all these parts. So that just completed. I'm like, cool. So I might look into what it takes to... what extra things I need for here. Like, I only need 2 treated wood slabs. I'm going to make those in a second. But anyway, I made some apiaries. It's very simple to make. You just need a little bit of seed oil, right? To make that, what is that thing called again? Let's just get it here real quick. Recipe, that thing right here, the impregnated casing. And then I made apiary because this way we can start automating these, right? Because I need to start putting bees through here a lot to get back... you know, a lot of honeycombs and whatnot. And let me tell you guys one thing. What a pain in the butt this Pam's Harvest Craft stuff is. It was everywhere here. I must have broken 50, at least of those, because they spread. And then you get all the seeds, and that was such a pain in the butt to get rid of those. But anyway, I wish they would by default not spread. I got more lava. I was out of lava. I went to the nether and got more. And the upstairs there is exactly the same than over here. And upstairs I also put a ferro lamp on each upstairs. Right there is one, and on the other one there's one as well. So no more torches, which makes me very happy. I like that a lot. So what am I doing here? Yes, I need to... How much bronze do I have? Oh, I might have enough to make this. Okay, and I have that. What I am making, guys, is XNet. Because I need a lot of cables, right? I need to import and export and whatnot. And all the other stuff is so expensive. It's such a pain in the butt to make. By the way, Energizer, Ring of Magnetization, and Sleeping Charm. I'm writing stuff down here when I do things between episodes so I don't forget them. So the Energizer is over here because I made the Ring of Magnetizing because I just wanted to be able to pick up stuff when I'm, working and breaking stuff, and especially over here next to the hole that we had going down to bedrock. I didn't want stuff to fall down there. So I made that, and I made the Sleeping Charm. I don't know why I didn't make that earlier. Now I instantly sleep, right? So that's pretty cool. And this thing right here, you just drop that in there, and it fills it quite quickly. It's going to go down in a second, much faster. It has a warm-up time, and then boom, and now it's full. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and open this here real quick. Starfruit. I also did a bunch of mining. Ooh, that is actually nice because I do not have much lapis. And we're going to need a lot today to make a greenhouse glass. So still a bunch of dust here waiting. And I got iron out the wazoo. Oh, I had finished it. Yes, so I got tons of iron again. I got no diamonds. I do have plenty of redstone. There's a little more lapis, but I didn't get any diamonds. We're doing okay on those, and I got 21 of this again. Which, did they fix this, by the way? That kind of bugged me. No, it's still here that it shows both recipes. So, I don't know where to process this to actually get the Certus Quartz Crystal. Industrial Grinder. I think that's a multi-block machine. Pulverizer we don't have yet. Okay, that's a bummer. Alright, so I'm going to have to wait off, because I guess I can just use my other pick to break it. Where did I put that? Does that one have fortune? Is that up here? Fortified diamond. And I still have 3 modifiers, so maybe I put fortune on here. Because I have barely any left 3, so I can only make 3 more of the coils from actual additions right now. So that's a little bit of a problem, but anyways, let's go ahead and craft this up here. XNet. It's super inexpensive. I need these 2. Shoot, I forgot to get this going. Let's just get a whole... I shift clicked. Okay, oh well. It happens. So, and I still need to make the controller itself. I need 1 more redstone. Alright, so there we go. So now, what I want to know is, when this thing just sits here, you charging this? Yes, okay, so let's break it. It does not use power if it's not doing anything. I hope it stays the same. Because with the bees, it's only gonna have to do something, every once in a while. Let's go ahead and sleep this away. Bam, instantly. I love that. Okay, so... how are we gonna do this here? Let's see. I guess we'll just come from the front. It doesn't really matter. So we're gonna put a connector on each one of these. And then for right now... Now I kind of need to have this permanent somewhere. I guess we'll just put the controller right here. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I'm not setting up a crazy logic right now or something, so if I want to move it later, I guess it wouldn't be too bad. Alright, so... Yeah, it's not using any power. Very nice. Oh, man. Because that way, I don't need to run the power from all the way over there to here for now. And I can just put the coal generator here and, check every once in a while. It's probably going to last a very long time, the power that it has. I'm going to use these 3 drones. And I'm just going to use one of these. It doesn't really matter. And that should be enough. And I made one more connector. I forgot that we also need some kind of a chest or something to put over here. So I think we're just going to put that here with a connector pointing over yonder. Okay. So this is full. And this is done burning. And it's full and everything. Okay. So I'm just going to make this easier on myself. And just going to name these 1, 2, 3, and 4. And guys, again, the reason why I'm setting this up is because I'm going to need to start getting honeycombs together, right? So I can, you know, fuel the analyzer for the bees and whatnot. And like I said, there is, if you check here, Princess, there is so many bees here. There is some that make machines work faster. There's some that grow things faster. There's an energetic one that makes us power, apparently. I'm not exactly sure how that works. But apparently one bee setup can make you 250 RF a tick. You know, and then maybe even gaining, like there's an oily one if we ever want that. And I'm pretty sure there's lapis. You know, all these. So the sooner I get into this, the better. And today I'm not going to breed or anything. I just want to start getting, you know, lots and lots of honeycombs if I can. So I think right now we're just going to go ahead and load these by hand. That doesn't matter. And then I think in here, what we need to do is we need to, I'm trying to figure out how to do this here. Item, create. And I'm going to uncheck this right now just for the time being. So right here, we're going to just extract. Single, that's fine. Extract. So if there's anything to extract, we're going to pull it out of there. Extract into... Yeah, we have to put it into this chest first. Yes. And then I'm going to need another item, create. And how do I make this so it only... How do I make it so it only puts one? So if there's... Okay, let me explain this here. So right now here, we're also going to do that. We're going to extract out of this chest again and then back insert into these apiaries. So when one cycle is over, all the stuff goes into the chest, and then I want to send one princess and one drone back into it. But my problem is that I want to kind of keep them. So I want forestry in here. Meadows. So I wonder if that is possible. There is no bee stuff here, right? No. Okay. So I think I do need to wait this out here. I need to wait for one cycle. And these are unchecked, so it's not going to pull the bees out or stuff. And then we'll come back here and hopefully can filter this better. So while waiting for this bee cycle to end, I got a little bit sidetracked. And reason being is that I want to make this greenhouse glass today, right? Which requires empowered palace crystals, which require prismarine shards to empower this, right? Of course, I'm going to do the blocks, but it still needs prismarine shards, which Actu Edition shows that you can still do that, but I just tested it and you cannot. I put nether quartz in front of it, it did not turn into prismarine shard. Well, that only leaves me that I need to go find an ocean monument today to get that, right? So I want to have a pufferfish to make a water breathing potion. And it's quite funny how this just worked out. I got frustrated. I almost used the entire fishing rod up. And I got all this stuff. And I had one spot left. And I'm like, okay, if this is full, I'm going to be done. I'm going to have to find another way to get the pufferfish, right? And then the very last catch, I get the pufferfish. I thought that was just the odds of that happening, right? But we're going to leave this here. I'm sorry, I forgot to plug in my headset. There we go. But I can start this first brewing cycle here. Just awkward potions, which you make with water and nether wart. And we put this in here to get a water breathing potion, because when I go in this ocean monument, you know, I want to be able to not have to worry about breathing. And all this stuff here, I'm just gonna put into here. I got this bow. Also this fishing rod and that. But that's done now. But I think I'm gonna need more than probably 3 of the underwater breathing potions. So what I decided is I'm gonna make 3 of these fishing nets from Actual Editions. This is all stuff I'm just starting to collect in here to make all of this here. I'm gonna need to make canola presses, more oil generators, and fermenting barrels. And that's starting to have all these items. And let's come over here. First, and set up these fishing nets. And I think that is how you set them up. Yeah, you just need a block. Okay, it needs to sit on top of the water. And I don't know if it just needs a 3x3, 1 deep or what, but I just made it a 5x5. And I'm gonna say that these guys can probably share water. So you can probably put one directly in between, because this is sitting on top of the water, right? And then these put items they catch directly into chests above them. I think they're not smart enough, so if the chests are full, they're just gonna spill items here. You guys need to be a little bit more quiet. Okay. And it's... I don't think I can sleep, right? Oh, I can. I can sleep the rain away. Nice. Okay, I'm not gonna complain about that. Alright, so now we have the cycle out, and I already looked into these, and I think we're lucky. Because every one of them returned me the princess I put in, and 2 identical drones. Which tells me these are purebred. Okay? Which is really good, because that means they're not gonna make any weird offspring. You know, all of a sudden I'm gonna have... If they weren't purebred, what would have happened here is probably I would have gotten back, let's say, a forest princess or even a meadows princess. And then 2 different drones. Like a meadows drone looking, okay? And I don't have the analyzer yet. I still need to make that. So, but we're gonna start with the first one here, and I'm pretty sure this should work. So, which one is 1? This is 4. So in 1, I want to insert a princess and a drone. And I want to match metadata, and I want to match NBT. Because these guys, of course, have a lot of NBT data, right? With their, you know, how fast do they pollinate and all that stuff is all in the NBT. So I think that this should work if I put this in here. And I'm gonna set up the other ones. These should stack. I bet you anything if I get these drones out. Yep. So I know they're all purebred, which is perfect. And that means the princesses are the same as well. So we can just do the same for them. Meta and NBT. Meta and NBT. And then the last one right there. Okay, so now if I put these in here as well. Bam. Now let's turn this on. First, I'm gonna enable channel 1. We didn't get any honeycombs. You guys noticed that, by the way, right? So that's not very promising. Looks like it worked. Right, I see these. I see them. Yep. Okay, so it's what it's gonna do is it's always gonna keep filling them. Okay, is there a way that I can say only 1? Max amount in destination inventory, 1. 1. 1. And 1. So I'm pretty sure that even if I take out this drone here now and put it in here, it's gonna go back into the system. Because I'm telling it to keep 1. So even after it uses the drone to make the princess and the queen, it's gonna put another one in there, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But this is automated now. That's it. So every time this cycles, it's gonna use a tiny charcoal. Okay. That's, why do you keep burning? What's going on right now? Hello? Oh, so this does keep using power. That is a bummer. I'm gonna have to figure out to put some power over here that is free. for this. Guess I'm just gonna keep this here and not give it any charcoal right now. So I'm gonna have to think about this here for a moment. Let's see if these have caught anything yet or not. Nothing, nothing, and nothing. So I'm guessing that's just gonna take a long time. Okay, I'm gonna... Yes, this is the other thing here I want to do right now, is I did put 4 stacks of lapis on this pickaxe here, and I'm still at only luck 2. So hopefully now leveling this up, now I'm down to 51 lapis. And there's a few tests I want to do here first, and that is if I put the lapis into the crusher, I get 9 lapis back. So I want to test here with this luck 2. I got 10. Let's do another one. I only got 6. That one was a lot more. Look at that. That one was 16. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this pick here to use on the lapis and so on. Hi guys, I decided to jump into this creative world that I did my testing here because I wanted to talk to you guys about why I want to make the greenhouse glass, okay? Because I know when I use this way of making the canola, I'm gonna get a lot of people in the comments telling me, why are you not making garden cloche? I think that's how you pronounce them right here, okay? This right here, by the way, I'm not even gonna consider this setup. This is absolutely ridiculous how little power this giant tower here makes, okay? Every one of these makes 1,024 RF a tick. By default, 4,096. Granted, I'm gonna have a lot of this other stuff left over here. Lubricant and what's I don't know where the drum went. I think right here we can see it's diesel for that guy and gasoline, which we could use in these compression dynamos. But by default, they can only make 40 RF a tick, so we would have to upgrade them and so on. And I'm sure that they're gonna be worth it, but this is too much. I really don't care for building this here. Not in this series. So, I want to go with a setup like this over here, right? Really up our canola production. And this time I'm going to use the Actual Additions parts, which, by the way, I simply thought were disabled, guys. That's why I didn't use them to begin with. I should have done my testing first. You put the canola in the canola press, it makes the canola oil, which then it automatically puts into adjacent fermenting barrels, which then make refined canola oil, which then make you 80 RF a tick. Right now, I only made 40 RF because I didn't have this step in here. I sent in the regular canola and instead of the refined. So that's pretty good, 80 RF, right? That's already double what this guy here makes by default. And this is very easily stackable. You can just keep adding to these, right? But the problem is with 9 garden cloches, I was finally able to keep up. They're even bone mealed. And when we go here to the last one, look, it's still empty. It still does not get canola. I think 5 out of these 6 have canola, but not the 6th one. Which to me is pretty crazy, if you ask me, okay? Because if you check the power consumption over here, I am using... let's just say an average of about 200 RF a tick for these garden cloches, and of course also for these canola presses. They need power in return. But I can take out these 9 right here, right? Let's just test this here real quick. If I disconnect this, how much does this go down? They actually don't seem to be using that much, but they're quite expensive to make. Right, while this over here is a set it and forget it, and I never need to touch it again. With the greenhouse glass and worms, I'm not sure why it stopped working, by the way. Probably because it is full. I didn't set anything up here to pull that out, yes. But I just wanted you guys to see how fast this stuff grows here. With the greenhouse glass. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, this one already grew, and this one grew. And I'm planning on having 2 of these fields, because that seems to be the biggest problem over here, is to keep up with the actual canola. Right? So bam, this one already grew now. And if you give this time, there's always something to be harvested. So, I like this one better, because the farming station here takes a lot less power. And I don't know, by the way, what the bone meal is for. I thought it makes it faster, but I don't think it does. Because this fertilizer amount here still goes down, and when it's empty, it fills itself again, even if there is no bone meal. So I don't know what the bone meal is for in these garden cluches here. But anyway, so this is the setup I want to go for with canola supply right here. I do not see the need to make these garden cluches. I'd rather make the greenhouse glass for one field first today, and then if needed for a second field. And these right here are going to be powered by our water wheels. So it's free power. I don't need to worry about this. I like this. I might still make garden cluches down the line to grow other stuff, guys. I'm not anti-garden cluche, okay? But I don't think they are that good for this setup because you need so many of them to actually keep going with this. I decided to set up a little bit of a better test here. One of these compared to one garden cluche, okay? Obviously, this is going to get me more, but I wanted to see how many garden cluches this one rivals, this setup here, okay? So now a couple minutes have gone by, and I'm going to just break these two pipes here real quick. So it's done. And let's do the math over here. Let me bring up my calculator. So this one got me 371. Whatever time frame this was, I'm going to say 3 to 5 minutes. And this one made me 48. So that is 7.7 times as much as this one here. So one of these fields makes almost as much as 8 garden cluches. I did not have the bone meal in here for the test because in my world, I don't have a unlimited supply of bones yet. Man, I finally found one. That took me forever. Let me show you guys this giant road trip I had to take here. I started here in our base and came down here first. That was a fail right there. Crossed over there and then I just followed this water here. As you guys can see, cut through this straight. Came all the way up here. Found some really beautiful biomes. Came in here. It was a kind of a dead end. Came out here and then I just hit the big ocean right there. And then I hit this land, went up north, and then I wanted to just get around this island, right? And then, boom, there's one, finally. This is far. I am at, what is this here? 3,300. And it's almost night. So let's go ahead and sleep. So our bees keep going. And then we'll go in there. So I think that the best way to tackle this is... Oh, yeah. So I made the night vision potions. I made water breathing potions. And I made also instant health. I cannot make any regen because I don't have any gas tiers yet. Brought some buckets of milk. But I think these might work as well. You guys see I'm full. But it lets me eat it. So I wonder if this might get rid of the mining fatigue as well. And I also crafted a helmet and legs. So I have a little bit of armor here. Oh! And of course, I made a cactus battle sign. So it's cactus sign plus copper rod, and then I put a mending moss on it. That's why I'm down to 42 levels now, because the mending moss costs 10 levels. Because I hope that when I block these guys' lasers, that I won't take any damage and they might get some reflected. I hope so. But the idea overall is to get into the monument down here. Well, you can't see it without the potion. Because I think when I'm in close combat or close quarters, it's a lot easier than out in the open. So I'm just going to drive over there, take my potions, and let's just go. I'm making way too big of a deal out of it. But ocean monuments they're pretty tough from my encounters so far. So let's go ahead and take one of each of these. Night vision still works in 112. Alright, so let's get out of here and get straight down. Oh my god, is there many? Please do not lock on to me. Oh, they already are, like crazy. Let's just right click and see. Okay, didn't take any damage and I'm in. Alright, good. So, let's close this off. So okay, there's the mining fatigue. Number 1, I have safe places and I don't think these guys can get through. So that's my idea behind this here, right? Wow. You got thorns there, buddy? Let's see. Okay, he stopped instantly. Okay, let's see. Are you gonna damage yourself? Alright, what did we get? 1 and 1. So I'm not really sure what the best way is to make a farm in here for this. And also, well, now I cannot mine because I get this mining fee. There's no way. I would have to do something else. If I can possibly just kill them for a while inside until I have enough, I'm gonna need, for one field of greenhouse glass, I'm gonna need to craft... that is 80, and you craft 2 at a time, so I need to craft it 40 times. Let me do some math here for a second. 36, so I need 45, so I need to craft 9 blocks of this lapis, so that means I need 27 of the prismarine shards. I don't think that you can block their attacks. But anyway, let's stay in here. Now I got 2 so far. So I got quite a bit of farming to do in here. But now that I'm inside, I feel pretty good. And I can even set a home inside of this place here, I think. Like within one of these water bubbles or something. So I can come back here any time. But I would like to kill the bosses. Just so whenever we come back here, we don't get this mining fatigue. And there's gotta be a way through here. Yep, okay. So, and then every one of these I'm closing off like that. I don't think that these knuckleheads can get through here. 1 white would probably be enough, but I have plenty of ladders. And I got wood on me as well in here. A whole stack, so I can make more ladders if needed. Yeah, let me find one of these bosses here. Okay, ooh, there's another way up here. Ooh, sponge room. Okay. Well, I cannot mine them until I get rid of this mining fatigue. There we go. There's one of the bosses. Alright, so let's do this. A little bit nervous about this fella. He's already targeting me. Holy shnikes. And I think for this one right now, I am going to equip the big food. So I get nice regeneration. And let's get this on the bar. Both of them. Alright, let's see what kind of damage we can do to this fella. Oh. Ooh, baby. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh boy. Okay, so there was one of them. What did he drop? A sponge. Okay, so now is the question here. Let's see if we can drink one of these. We get speed, but it did not get rid of the mining fatigue. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna drink a bucket of milk and see if I get it again. Oh, I got rid of my potions. What a noob mistake. Ay, alright. I really care more about the night vision than anything. But why I wanted to get rid of it is to see if there's a second boss in here. Yes, you guys see? Otherwise I would have not gotten the debuff just now. So we need to find the second one. I think there can be up to 3. I have never seen more than 2 though, personally. So, and they're usually in these side arms. I saw a big tail sticking out earlier. In one of these rooms. Okay, I'm all ready to set up our oil power. But first I wanted to stop by here real quick and see what we have gotten here. It's very slow. So this has been a couple hours actually since we put these down. But saddle was nice. But 1 pufferfish is good. And over here, this I had to change, guys. It did not work. After the first cycle that we set up, the bees were just sitting in here. And I'm guessing it has something to do with the NBT data. Okay, there was something that changed on their traits or whatever. But as you guys can see, it's been running now. And the way I did it is I added another connector underneath each one of them. And then I split this up into 4 different channels. And they all work the same. I'm extracting out of the apiary. And on that same channel, it can insert, right? So it cannot extract from here and insert there. Meaning this one right here is 1, which is the forestry. So we'll always extract the forestry stuff and insert it back in that new connector that I added on the bottom into this, and I gave it a priority of 10. So we'll try to insert into here first. And then on the chest, I did another insert with default priority of 0. So whatever it cannot put into this apiary, it will put into the chest. And the same I did on the other 3 channels, okay? It's always the same. These 3 are the meadows, so I extract here, insert priority 10, and insert priority 0. And this way, now I don't care what I put in here, okay? If I want to change it up for common bees or whatever, it will always cycle this one within itself, and only what it cannot put into the apiary, it will put into there. Only 3 honeycombs, so I gotta make this analyzer here by next episode and really start looking into the traits of the bees to give me some that are much better productive or much more productive, okay? And I needed one more thing over here. I forgot that one. Let me get a bunch more chests going here. 8 is not gonna be enough. I'm gonna have to... I'm running low on wood. I'm gonna have to make myself a wood farm. Let's put this in here. There's nothing left in there. Shoot. I guess I'll just use up what I can. Let's just make as many chests as we can with this. And you. And then can I possibly mix match one? Yes, okay. So that is 14. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but if it's not, I am making more wood. And I need just a bunch more connectors here. You know what the funny thing is? I made way too much of this empowered palace. But I'm actually running low on saplings as well. So that's why. I have 7 oak left and 6 of the spruce. And I actually used a whole stack of the rubber saplings. Otherwise, I could have not made all that glass. What was the other thing I was just thinking of that I need to get go? Oh, yes. No, I did put the stack in there. Never mind. Let's just go outside and let me show you guys what I set up. Oh, yeah. And also, did you guys notice that this one over here now is hooked up to a cable? Because I just cannot keep running out here and putting charcoal. And I ran that over the roof, and that comes over from the water wheels. So it's now continuously going to be fed by the water power, which is just coming from there over to another post you see right there. So I just broke through the window out here and lined this up. Okay, so right here I have 2 fields. Today we're only going to set up 1. And I'm going to keep my eye on if this is going to be fast enough to keep up with all of this stuff here. And if not, then I'm going to set up a 2nd field over here, right? This isn't too bad to me. Again, I just need saplings. And we're going to govern everything with the controller. I ran these 4 water wheels together here and run it over to the farmer and to this. So all this runs on free power. And the power we make with these, we're going to use for our ore miner, right? Okay, so I think we're gonna get the farm started first. Let's do that first because it's the most important to get that going. Oh, I wanted to check real quick void because I need to make one of these guys right here. Okay, I'll make that between episodes here. It's the default recipe, so that's fine because I'm up to 1460 of these seeds right here, so they're gonna overflow very soon. And I gotta make sure I avoid this. And let me get the key here for a second. Bam. And I'm gonna take 1 of each of these with me. That's all I should need. Alright, good. So, let's go ahead and put these connectors down here. And also over here. And I'm gonna have to... Oh, I already took them out. I'm gonna keep this one down below so I can cover this back up with grass. Bam. Just like that. And then we're gonna run this over to the farmer. And then again here, put a port. And we can cover this up as well. Now I could also give it power through this cable, but I figured it's right there. Who cares? Right? Okay, so let's come in here. And the first channel right here is going to be an item channel. Where... Oh, I gotta name these. Canola and canola seeds. Just so I know which one is which in here, right? So this is canola seeds. All right. So let's start with the farmer itself. We're gonna extract, stack, and we are going to insert here. This is the canola seeds. I don't really need it because it is locked, but I still want to put it there. It's just, I think, a good practice. And insert canola right there. All right, but then I need a... Actually, I don't need a second channel. I won't ever need to have to take out the seeds because it will always fill its own seeds here first, and then only if it has too much will it then put it in the output slot and will come over here. So this is always going to be full of seeds. I have no doubt in that. And I forgot to mention, I think I might have put an overlay or not by the time you guys are reading this. But the greenhouse glass is only effective when the sun is up, okay? So without the sun, but it already, check this out, it already did one. They're already grown. So this is fast. I'm very happy about that. Okay, cool. So now let's set up the actual power. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's going to come all the way to here. So I think we're going to set that up right in this row. Let's start from the back. It's just going to be easier for me to figure out how I want to set this up. So there's 1, 2, 1, 2, and whoops, and 1. This is going to be a lot of power. I actually didn't calculate how much. I'll do that in a minute. And then we'll need all of this here. So let's just get it out. So these guys right here are going to get the canola seeds. So they go right here. And then it doesn't matter if we come this way or that way. I think I'm going to just go this way. So we're going to have one of the fermenters, or what are they actually called? Fermenting barrels. And I'm hoping that 1, 2, 4, meaning 1 press to 2 fermenting barrels to 4 oil generators is going to work. Okay, if not, then I can always add more of those. And then we'll just fill this in. And then we'll make another row. Two and 1, right? Yes, okay. And then just like that. Oops. That is a lot of stuff. This was really... It wasn't hard to craft. The only thing is that it takes so much iron. Because each one of these takes 4 ingots and 2 iron gears and stuff. So that was the only thing that was not tough. I luckily had enough. But still, that was a lot of iron. But I'm hoping that it will pay off by providing enough power to this ore miner now. Let's sleep so the bees keep going. Okay. So now the only other thing I need to do... do I want to have it underneath or above it? That's my question, the connectors and stuff. I kind of feel like I want to have... I want to have it underneath. Okay, I think it's okay if we hide all this away. Let me dig this out real quick. I need a lot more connectors than what I have prepared. So I need 40 altogether. Probably I'm gonna need 41. Yes, I need 41. So is this all the lapis I brought? I have 10. Let's just make 42. Okay, that works. That's pretty crazy. So I'm gonna make 32 more of these, and I have 32 chests perfectly. I just made those. That is a lot of connectors. All right, let me just leave all this gobbledygook here, just so it's out of my inventory, and a couple of stacks of this dirt. Okay. Still have the canola? Good. Because I'm also going to pull the... Because this setup is going to make 2,560 RF a tick. Way too much for the leadstone flux ducts, right? And I don't have a place to store it yet. I'm not worried about that yet. So let's come underneath here. So each one of these here is going to get a connector. and that is to give it the canola. That's it. I don't need to have any transfer between that and the fermenting barrels or to the oil generators, which is nice. But then, of course, I need to get the power out of each one of the generators here as well. So every one of them needs a connector. This is a crazy project, but I like it because we're going to have enough power here. And then I also want to, not today, but as soon as we can, upgrade our ore miner, of course. Because the more stuff we get, the better it's going to be. Alright, and then the last one. Then I should have 2 left over. Yes. Alright, cool. So we'll connect them like this. Alright. And the logic to set this up in the XNet itself is not hard. That's gonna be easy peasy. It's really easy. All I gotta do is send the canola there and then get all the power to go to the ore miner, which I'm gonna set up in a second here. I'm just trying to figure out where to put it. And then this here, we're just gonna connect in the end so it's out of the way. Yes, so now we should see, well, once I connect this here. No, okay. I should see a ton of stuff here, yes. That's crazy, okay. And then from here, like, I would like to leave some room over here. In case I want to add more of these guys, I'm not kidding. I don't want to mess around with the power any longer. So I think the ore miner, that thing can grow quite a bit, right? Why don't we put that in the corner over here? Alright, so I set up the ore miner over here. Dug down, of course, the bedrock, and then I ran the cable from underneath this fermenter to up here and put a connector here so we can power this. Oh. And where is that chest I used for it? There it is. I'm gonna have to figure out what else to put up here. Eventually, but for right now, I'm just gonna put this chest right there. Okay, so everything is ready. And check this out, guys. This drawer is full. 2048. I had a stack, a little bit over a stack. Maybe a stack and a half in here. And by the time to put these down, dig the hole down, place this, it's full. This is super fast. I love it. So I'm hoping we only need one. So now, second channel again is going to be an item channel. And we are going to insert into each one of these canola presses a canola. There's no stack or anything. Again, I don't think I need this, but I'm still gonna just mark it anyway. So maybe if I ever look at this again, I'm like, hey, what am I sending here? It might make it easier as well. Okay, 2 more. And right there. Okay. And then, of course, we need to extract this out of this one right there. Extract and a stack. Okay, you guys see, because now the internal buffer is emptying because it's sending so many away. And these should all have a stack already. Okay. All right. Okay. Wait, that was the wrong one. Yeah, they all have one. I totally forgot. I do need to power these ones as well. I wonder if I can use the free power to power these. Let's do that. Why not? So we're going to have 2 energy networks. I'm going to put one here, and then this very last one is the one actually coming out. So why don't I set this up first? Okay, that's going to be a lot of clicking. So I'm going to extract out of each one of these oil generators. Right, all 32 of them are set to extracting, and then we're going to insert that into the ore miner right there. Okay, so all the canola power goes to here. And now I'm going to extract from the controller right here that I'm actually working on. And I'm going to insert that into each one of these canola dudes. Dudes, did I just say that? Into each one of these canola presses. Alright, here we go. So, they should all have power. This is on. Oh, I don't think I can extract out of myself. I think what you need to do is actually have a connector. Well, that would definitely be worth a try. I've never tried this. What if I use this connector like here? And then I put this connector onto that. I think that will work. So now I'm extracting. This one needs to be set to insert. And right here, I need to extract. So I'm extracting out of this connector and insert into myself. So this is emptying. I don't know if you can do that on a connector. So I might have to get myself a capacitor. I think I'm just gonna ninja one of the ones up there, and then I'll replace it after we're done with this episode. I really just want to get this all set up. Wait a second, what does the cost power cell? Were these? Nah, I'm just gonna make a new one real quick. It should be everything. Yes, okay, that's much better. I'm glad I made another one instead of taking one from the ones up there, because then I would have to fix a lot of stuff after the episode. And I think right now we're actually not going to put this here. We're going to put this right there. And then, let me get this guy. Set this one here to output and input. Okay. And now we'll put this on here and we can connect this. There we go. And this is charging. Good. Now I can say... What? Oh, it's right there. Okay. So we're gonna extract from here now. Which is the same connector than this one is on. Interesting. So, what's happening here? Oh, I'm extracting from this, inserting into the controller, and inserting into each one of the... Maybe it's not filling the controller? What is going on here? Why can I not get this power? It's filling. Connectors right there. Let's call this power from water wheels. Okay. Power from water wheels. Extract. I'm trying out this field right here. I'm setting this to 10,000 a tick. So maximum of how much. It kind of shows me that these connectors are limited to 10,000 a tick, which is a lot. Right? Did I get them all? No, forgot one here. Because nothing was happening besides the first two that were filling. This still doesn't have any power. Now this is starting to get power. And it stopped again. I mean, I'm only getting 100 RF a tick into this here, right? But this thing stays full. But this one is draining again. There is something not right here. Definitely gonna have to set the controller here to priority of 10. Because if the controller runs out of power, then everything stops. So this guy is always gonna get power first, and it's filling again. Okay. So I am a little bit worried right now of what is happening here. Now I do have another solution for this. And let's try this out here real quick. Man, this episode is gonna be forever long. Let's do this right here. Of course, I need to jumpstart this once, so it gets a little bit of power. What if I connect these here? Are you gonna get power now? Yes, it's getting power now. So if I cross-connect each one of these here, and then I just stop giving this power down there, meaning what we can do is undo all of this here. Okay, so we'll put the grass block back in here, and we're gonna just straight power this again. From there to there. And so these canola presses are going to get powered by themselves pretty much, right? So this channel here can go away. Delete the whole channel. I don't need it anymore. So all we're sending are the canolas via that connector down there. Yes. And it's not like I forgot to hook something up down here, right? I didn't even check. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let me get out of here. Right, this is connected, cross-connected, cross-connected over here. Yeah, so this should all be fine here. So let's just do this setup up here for each one of them. I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that. So these, again, these need to be jump-started though right here. Which I can do now that I have this thing here. So let me place that up here. So I can unwrench this and set this to output. So I can come here and give this a little bit of a jump start here. Each one of them. I should only have to do this once. Right? You're doing something now. And this is going into here, and now this guy has a little bit, and this guy has a little bit, but they're not making anything yet. Oh, but it's getting power back. Okay, so the little bit of jump starting is enough. Whoops. And just checking if I see smoke on each one of them. I don't see any. Oh, this guy's full. All right. So I think we solved the problem. I'm just going to have this over here. So this nest here, this is what I'm going to call it. This 3x3 is a nest. It's also feeding this nest. So in case one of them ever runs out of power for some reason. So how come this guy is full, but all the other ones are not? Am I not extracting out of all of them? No, I'm pretty sure I am. I mean, I don't want to count this. I'm just going to say yes. Okay, so I think we are in business. I think this is now running at full speed. And I'm going to have to, you guys can see, I'm using a lot of canola right now. So if this runs out, then I will add the second field between episodes just to keep this going. And then check over here. This thing should run at full speed. I mean, no doubt. Yes. Oh my god. So much faster. Wow. That is amazing. Well, guys, that is it. We set up our fish farm. We set up the bee automation. We had a little bit of fun in the Guardian, the Ocean Monument, and we set up some serious power over here now. 2,560. And I think before I change any other power, I could add, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't add another one here. But I could shave something off over here and add another one if I needed to. You know, I would always just add another one of these rows, right? So that every one of them is 1250, 1280 RF. Every one of these rows here. If I add another segment over here, another 1280 RF and so on. But guys, that is it for today. Thanks so much for all the input on the last episode about this canola business here. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.